Greetings and hallucinations, ladies and lads. I am Chancellor of the Harmonious Frequencies of the Mighty Empire of Onion, and this is Rimworld. So we're almost there. Getting the final pieces of the ship constructed. With the two component assembly benches, it seems to be going a lot faster. I upped the priority for several people to mine, so we've been getting steel at a reasonable rate. The stockpiles are looking pretty full. We had a couple of traders stop by last episode, but it was a pirate merchant and a slaver, so they weren't interested in our bulk goods. So it would be nice to have a bulk goods trader or exotic goods trader stop by. Even an exotic goods trade ship would be nice, because we have some furniture and elephant tusks in our trade beacon area there. I was kind of thinking about sending out another drop pod trading crew, but then a couple of our colonists passed away. Bushido was gored to death by a rhinoceros, and then Jimbo was torn to death by a panther. So it was pretty brutal animal happenings. And a pretty sad deal overall. Still lots of steel in here. I think that's just about enough to finish what we need to get done. Only 23 there, 16 there, so that's 39 and 9, 48. We've got a heat wave already going on and now an eclipse. I used the heat wave as an excuse to get rid of some of the wood. I just put down a whole bunch of passive coolers around. Stoll is doing his best at making different kinds of artwork, which is pretty good. Looks like we've got them all out already. This plasteel small sculpture I just put in here last episode, and then I think both of these are unowned. Yeah, nobody. I guess we have several unowned beds now, since Bushido and Jimbo are dead. Yep, nobody. So 4 empty beds. Oh, we have a food in the doorway. Alright, it's cooling down again. That one's been exhausted. There's still... This one hasn't been used yet, and this one still has one in a little bit, so that's pretty good. I don't think I'm going to worry about building other ones elsewhere. I was kind of interested in putting one in here, just to see how it ends up working. thinking there is probably a good idea. I don't even know what resource that is underneath there. The ground scanner just tells me that there is resources under there. So, something to consider. Alright. Talia's getting on top of building that. She didn't even have to move the food, which is pretty interesting. Oh wow, it's just chem fuel below there. We don't have room in the stockpile for that right now, so I'm going to forbid work on it. I didn't even know chem fuel would be underneath one of these things. That's really interesting. I didn't know it would be counted as a resource. Especially not mineable. I suppose that makes sense though, because they basically mine things like oil. And I realize I'm using some of the components for this, but it's 3 apiece. I've used 6 out of the 48 that we need. Silver below this one, so I'm not really interested in that either. It doesn't have power, so I'm just going to leave it that way. So I guess, to be honest, we were kind of lucky getting the steel right inside the base. There's a couple more areas here. I guess I could put a door in over here to make it easier for the colonists to get in and out. That's probably actually a good idea. To be honest, it likely would have been a good idea a long time ago. Maybe then the animals, when we're attacked, will decide to go through this gate rather than the kill box area. At least that would be my hopes. Alright. It looks like they're already using that door. Okay, Lee, Anna, and Semi. Have all gotten malaria. Stoll and Susamu would hopefully be around quickly. It starts at 65% this time. Only slightly behind on their immunity. Semi a little bit more so. With such good quality treatment and being in hospital beds and the vitals monitors, they should be doing pretty well. Awful hospital room, mediocre hospital room. I feel like It's a little bit tough to know. So this is a superior bed. Immunity gain is 114. Medical 10 is 10%. That's a superior bed. Poor. Okay, the rest effectiveness is a little lower, but everything else is the same. And then that's improved by the vitals monitor being there, so no change other than that. Okay, I was wondering if it was worth it, like this masterwork one, if I was to put it next to the vitals monitor, would it really help them to gain immunity or increase the medical tend? But no, the rest effectiveness is what the bed quality indicates. Alright, is that a good caravan? That's the best we could hope for, really? Maybe a bulk goods trader, but this is close enough. I'm pretty sad that Lee is bedridden right now, because it would be great if he could get on some component building. Anna as well. I think Semi is our... Anna and Semi have the best social... Cristobal has a good social skill, but he has the permanent brain injury, so he's not going to be able to trade with them very effectively. And I imagine since Anna and Semi are both sick, that that's going to affect their ability to barter as well. 5% consciousness. Let's give it a shot anyways. Okay, it doesn't say that we're getting any sort of negative modifier. Let's sell them some ores. I think that's a pretty good idea. We could get some alpha beavers from them. Excuse me. I don't think that's necessary though. It wouldn't hurt to get rid of some of the wolves as well. So I've got Nina, Kilo. Suppose I need to... Oh, here we go. Ghostface is a male here. Yeah, that should be pretty good. Oh, we've got even more wolves down here as well. 13 components at a pretty good price. That's good. I'll take the Rimworld medicine as well. I think it's kind of strange that there's no storage on these ships. It kind of surprises me. Oh, here we go. It might even be a good idea to sell the triple rocket launcher. I can't think of a reason why I would want to use it. Unless maybe there was a siege going on and I wasn't able to... like I run out of artillery shells or something. So that's pretty good. Yeah, unfortunately they don't... Let's try just 200. That'll be good. So we picked up a bunch of silver from that, which will go in this stockpile. I was able to get rid of a little bit of plasteel. I guess I freed up 2 spaces. I should have probably sold more to them, but that's fine. Poor guy. I'm sure it'll rain soon. This is a huge area for fire to be. Wow, look at all these wild boars that have appeared as well. Yep, there's the rain. A gatherer from the Green Crag Treaty is visiting. Has a few items to trade. Woodpecker. Well, that was close, buddy. You almost got torched alive. There's the slate blocks that I needed to finish my sidewalks, just in time. $79 of them. I bet Susumu has used Rimworld medicine to treat an illness by now, because I was pretty sure one got dropped right here. Somebody might have hauled it in, one of the animals or something. Speaking of which, with quite a few male boars that we probably could get rid of. Still quite a few wolves as well, but I think we're doing pretty good in that regard. Ghostface here isn't able to rescue. I wonder if he's just not large enough. Life expectancy, diet. Body size is 0.43. Alright, I'm pretty sure it told us. Yeah, he's too small. Very interesting. Alright, that one's completely depleted. Which is fine. We've got plenty of steel to do what we need to do. Ho ho ho. Ship reactor is complete. Look at it. Missing the computer core. And no full crypto sleep caskets. So once we get the computer core, we can load them up and move them out. Don't worry, Itini, you'll be fine. Angie, did you ever get treated? No. Susumu went to bed early. Well, at least Lee and Anna are in the same room together. They can chit-chat. They don't get to sleep in the same bed, but surely they'll be fine. I'm not sure how excited I would be to sleep in the same bed with someone who has malaria. I guess if they also have malaria, it probably isn't as bad as I would imagine. Right, Angie. Need to get treated. Yeah, there we go. Just so that there's less chance of an infection. Oh no. Wild Boar 18 is dead now. Oh, I didn't read if they're attacking immediately or not. Using sappers or anything like that. It looks like they are attacking immediately, but taking the long way around. Man, we've lost so many fighters too. Semi's the only one. Yeah, Semi is the only sick one right now. Let's check on her health. Oh, she needs to be treated immediately. But I definitely need her help with this because we have several guys with personal shields. Thankfully the guys attacking the walls are pretty incompetent. I wish these melee guys were a little bit slower. If we killed enough of their ranged associates here, then they would end up fleeing, but with them being at pretty close to the front of the pack here. They're gonna definitely do some damage. Let's give this a try. Wild boars as well. Any that have been trained for release. Alright, not too bad. We've got 2 down right now. Jarvis is a straight cook, jealous, depressive, but a green thumb. See how Guerra is? Pretty and a teetotaler. Mining is their thing. Angie, how fast are you? Moving is weakened. Moving is poor. So you're faster than Itini. I guess come down and 7.8, 8.8, yeah. And it looks like we lost one of our turrets. Let's go ahead and make that out of plasteel again. Get those hauled as well. I was pretty severely worried whenever Stoll went down. It was hard to see back there, and those couple of beeps indicating what had happened. Yeah, really had me worried that he was dead. Right pinky shot off, you should be fine. Guerra is about restored to normal. Anna's having a hard time. Really hungry, it looks like. Talia, if you would feed Anna, I would appreciate it. Actually, Lee is almost hungry as well. Susumu might feed him, yeah. It's on top of it. Well done. Well done, Susumu. You're an excellent doctor. Jarvis is severely ill. He's got extreme blood loss. He's dead. He was the one I was most interested in keeping around too. But that's fine. Still need 16 components for this part. The computer core. So yeah, we're probably definitely going to be able to get moving on that next episode. Next episode will most definitely be the final episode. Yeah, so be sure to subscribe, catch that one. Consider supporting if you would. And check out any of my other videos or playlists that you might be interested in. Thank you very much for all the time that you spend on my channel. I hope blessings of wisdom and peace on all of you. Farewell.